What's up, buddies? Another episode of Overpromised. Covino and Rich, what's up?
What's up? Our bonus show, Steve Covino, Rich Davis, because we can't fit all this fun into a 2-hour show on Fox Sports Radio. Brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Let's go.
A lot to get to today. We're going to go over some great picks. I got a parlay that's a lock and a teaser bet you're going to love.
I feel like you're over-promising already.
No doubt. I've been cold on Sundays. Thursday, Monday, I've been great. Sunday.
Wear a jacket. You want
bring it over.
Want a
It's
jacket?
that weather.
And we're also going to talk about the Taylor Swift effect. But first mostly, there's a viral clip of this girl.
Yeah.
And she asks a question about, is there one thing you said incorrectly that still haunts you? And it's gone viral. It's kind of funny. And I want you to take a little look-see.
Yeah.
What's a word you pronounced incorrectly one time and it still haunts you to this day?
Me.
What's a word you...
It's gonna be me.
So with that, I realize there's a lot of athletes, celebrities, and randos that have mispronounced words. And I think we've all done that. And it sort of haunts you.
By the way, when May creeps up and you see that Justin Timberlake meme, though, it's gonna be May. That is hilarious to me. It never gets old. I love it. And I know he kind of regrets it, but he kind of likes it at the same time.
Yeah.
It's become a thing. It's part of our culture now. But again, he pronounced it wrong and it took off. He can never live it down. It happens to all of us. And I got a personal example for this buffoon right here.
Me?
It's gonna be me.
Well, the one that's fresh in a lot of people's minds, if you watched Hard Knocks, about our sad New York Jets. Oh, poor New York Jets.
They're so sad.
So much promise. Remember Tanzel Smart
Yes.
said, charcuterie.
I want to go to a Broadway show. I want to eat a charcuterie board.
Oh, charcuterie.
No, that's it.
People are like, what?
Charcuterie.
A charcuterie board? Say that again? You mean charcuterie board?
Charcuterie board.
And it became such a thing. They started making T-shirts, right? It was one of the highlights from Hard Knocks. One of the highlights from the season, to be honest, so far.
That, and I realized I got to go see Back to the Future on Broadway next time I'm in New York.
Oh, yeah. Those are the highlights
That feels
from the
like
season so
that feels
far.
like forever ago. That's when the Jets had hope. That's when the Jets thought things were going to go great this year.
And again, not just in sports, in life. I got 2 Hollywood examples where I bet people wish they could relive this moment. One involves our pal Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf. I mispronounced his name on purpose because check this out.
Michael Douglas' Wall Street Money Never Sleeps co-star Shia LaBeouf knows how tough the Oscar winner is.
He's the epitome of strength. He's Wolf.
Epitome.
Obviously, he means the epitome. It's not pronounced epitome.
Or is it?
It's the epitome of strength. And you know what's really bad is sometimes that becomes my thing, and I say epitome, and people are like, do you mean epitome? And I'm like, well, clearly you don't know the viral clip of Shia LaBeouf and all that stuff.
You know what happens?
Like when I say
Sometimes-
first mostly, I'm saying it incorrectly on purpose, and then other people want to call me out and correct me all the time because they don't know the joke. But
A lot of times you repeat a bad joke and it becomes yours.
it does, I know.
And that's what happened with that one.
So as a result, a lot of people think I say epitome, but I'm really just quoting Shia LaBeouf.
Now,
But the greatest one.
it's got to be, I mean, he's done this a few times, but John Travolta at award shows,
Yeah.
teleprompters are his enemy.
Yeah, I love this guy.
And this is our favorite one of all time, maybe, when you think about it.
From the Oscar-winning animated movie Frozen, please welcome the wickedly talented one and only Adele Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem, that shit makes me laugh.
I love
till this day.
Now, even, when he's saying wickedly, you could tell he's like psyching himself out. He's getting a little nervous.
Welcome the wickedly talented one and only Adele Dazeem.
Now, clearly he's introducing Idina Menzel, and this was her glory days of Let It Go and Frozen and all that stuff.
She was
and
on
Wicked.
Wicked on Broadway.
And he butchers it. Now, you have to really get into the mind of Travolta. And think,
Sandy.
did he not care at all to think ahead and get the pronunciation? He just went up there and winged it. Like, how does that even happen? But hey, it happened on the big stage. We reaped all the benefits, and he never lived it down.
Well, hey, also, he was the same guy, Travolta, that did Les Miserables.
Les Miserables.
He's not good at award
love
shows.
that.
But, Travolta, you could see, like you said, when wickedly was coming out of his mouth, he was thinking, I don't know how to say this girl's name.
So you say one thing wrong, you can never live it down. It haunts you, a la Justin Timberlake, the viral question. And the most recent involves the most exciting player in the NFL, Mr. Tyreek Hill.
You mean future porn star?
Yes.
Y'all ain't got that camaraderie. That what? That camaraderie. Camaraderie. Oh, camaraderie. Hey, bro, that's why I like this guy, bro. That's why I like y'all boys, bro. Appreciate that, guy.
Camaraderie to have saved him there, clearly, because there might be one bonehead that's like, I don't get it. Camaraderie, right? What you're trying to build, what we're trying to build here with you, a camaraderie. What you see with the Dolphins,
Not a
the
camaraderie.
chemistry, the camaraderie.
Y'all ain't got that camaraderie.
Not
Camaraderie,
Not
no.
camaraderie. And I'm going to call you out, bozo.
Oh, do you want me to call you out first? Because I got shit on you all day.
Go ahead, blubber lips.
I remember within the last year, you were on your social media posting something on your Instagram at Steve Covino.
I put a new screen, a flex screen,
That's what
into
it
my
was.
daughter's window, and I thought it was going to be a hassle and a half, but it wasn't.
It was that infomercial item where the screen fits any window.
It's a Shark Tank item.
And here you are. You're so proud of it. And you post on social media, voila! But you didn't write voila. You wrote Viola. Viola!
And I haven't lived this down
Viola!
for over a year. This was about a year ago. Viola! So anytime, something fun happens, instead of voila, Rich is like, Viola!
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at this great screen I put in. Viola!
But I typed
You
it. I don't
dope.
know how that came out. That was a little graphic on Instagram, but it does spell Viola.
Oh, it just shows that there's more idiots than you.
I don't know. I don't know how that happened. I meant voila. So I didn't necessarily pronounce it wrong, but I got it wrong, and I haven't lived it down yet. So every time, Viola.
Oh, man.
But this guy, we're in conversation, and we're talking about chonies, tighty whities, or something like that. We're talking about our underoos
I was
from back
saying,
in
like,
the day.
back in the day when you were a kid, it was Hanes or...
Well, I got some jockeys every once in a while, too, courtesy of Jim Palmer.
I said fruit of Galoom.
I looked around. I said, did this guy say fruit of Galoom? What is that?
I don't know why. I guess I always just heard it, and I never really looked at fruit of the loom. I always thought it was fruit of Galoom. I'm like, what's Galoom?
It's like a misheard lyric.
You're
like,
a Galoom.
Fruit,
You're
of
an
the
effing
goon.
Galoom.
No, he's a fruit of the goon.
Fruit of the goon.
Fruit of Galoom?
Hey.
We were in mixed company, and I'm like, wait, did he just say Galoom?
What undies did you have as a kid? Oh, I had fruit of Galooms.
And again,
That shit's fun.
sometimes you could never live it down. Welcome to the club, Tyreek Hill.
Camaraderie. What is it?
Camaraderie.
Camaraderie.
I don't know. I can't even say it
Who the
wrong.
hell knows?
Camaraderie is what he meant.
Y'all ain't got that camaraderie.
Camaraderie. Yeah, you're a hot camaraderie.
He could say whatever he wants because he's that good.
Yeah, he's so damn fast, and he's going to be a film star one day, an adult one. All right, hey, let's get into our picks of the week, courtesy of our friends at DraftKings. Now, I give you a teaser, and I give you a parlay every week, and this is where we try to win some money. We're going to get back to the action this week. I feel like this one, we're going to get back on track. Do you want the parlay or the teaser first?
Let's go parlay.
All right, parlay. Let's do it. Parlay
Gonna tease you with the teaser.
All right, so the Dolphins scored 70 last week. I'm not saying Mostert and Tua.
You know
and
why that camaraderie?
Tyreek Hill, and I'm not saying this team's going to score 70 every week, but they are fast. They don't look like they could be stopped. I feel like if you hold them to 28, 35 points, that's almost a victory. They light it up.
That speed is dangerous, and you
Yeah.
can't teach speed like that. So good luck trying to catch
That
these dudes.
combined with the schemes of the little evil genius known as Mike McDaniel.
Yeah.
I love that little nerd. He's the best story. I loved him when he was a Niners coordinator. So
He probably wears Fruit of Galoom tighty whities.
the Dolphins are playing a really big divisional game. It's in Buffalo. Now, Buffalo, people are way high on Buffalo now. They're making it seem like that week one shit show when Aaron Rodgers went down. They make it seem like that was the anomaly. Like Buffalo's for real. They get a mulligan. Like Josh Allen's got the mulligan.
I don't know how people forgot that.
I mean, even power rankings, you and I were talking off the air earlier, power rankings have Buffalo ahead of Miami still. They're 3-point favorites. It's in Buffalo where, people are going to be jumping through tables and acting a fool. I get it. The Bills Mafia is huge. I like the idea of buying a half a point. Like you could buy a half a point where you get the Dolphins as 3.5-point underdogs. Even if they lose by a field goal, like a super tight game, that half a point. So I like Dolphins plus 3.5 and Bengals with a little extra rest. Joe Burrow. Actually, not a little extra rest, a little less rest. I do still like Burrow playing against the Tennessee Titans. I think the Titans sort of stink. I don't believe in them much at all. They were held to like under 100 yards last week.
You know what that is? Les Miserables.
It's not good.
That's not wickedly talented.
So Bengals are -2. They're 2-point favorites on the road. I just think the Bengals get back on track. They'll end up being 2-2.
Les Miserables.
Tennessee, I don't think they're very good. So that I have no explanation other than I think the Bengals are just a better team. They win by 2, even on the road. Tennessee looks like they're struggling. So Dolphins plus 3.5 with the Bengals -2. That's your parlay of the week. Now your teaser, that's where you get to play with 6 points in one direction or the other, right? Eagles are at home, and they're 8.5-point favorites over the Commanders.
You're not going to make a Harry Styles reference there?
I was waiting for it.
I'm so disappointed.
I was waiting
One
for
Direction.
I'm so disappointed.
Denial.
I was
Zane.
waiting. You're the pop princess. I was waiting for something.
Thanks. 8.5-point favorites. Take that from 8.5, make it 2.5. So you got Eagles -2.5. And listen, they're at home. Last year, the Eagles dominated. Washington hung in there. And I feel like that's sort of the same narrative this year. Washington's like sort of hanging around, and the Eagles are just a better team. Last week, Sam Howell threw 4 picks against Buffalo. They lost 37-3. I don't see like this major Commanders comeback this week. I think the Eagles just win. So Eagles -2.5. And the Chiefs are playing at the Jets. They're 9.5-point favorites. I hate the 3.5 with that hook, but if you don't think that Mahomes, Kelce, and crew are going to go to New York and win by at least 3 or 4. Like, I don't know. I like the Chiefs.
You say Mahomes, Kelce, and crew. Are you counting the Swifties?
The Swifties, yeah. The Swifties are behind them. So Chiefs -3.5, Eagles -2.5. Your 2 Super Bowl teams from last year in a teaser. So there's your teaser town bet and your parlay. Let's effing win. There you have it, courtesy of our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook.
So we're back with another week of football, and DraftKings Sportsbook is keeping us in on the NFL action with great offers every single game day. New customers can bet $5, get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Throw 5 down on any of this week's epic matchups to walk away an instant winner.
And DraftKings isn't stopping there. All customers can take advantage of 2 new offers every game day this September. Get in on the action. Get in on the fun. Download the app now and sign up with code Overpromised. New customers, like I said, bet just $5. You get 200 in bonus bets only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. With code Overpromised, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, licensee partner Golden Nugget, Lake Charles, and Louisiana. 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms for eligibility terms and responsible gaming resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply.
All right, welcome back to Overpromised with Covino and Rich, brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Thanks again for hanging out with us on our bonus show. Thanks for celebrating 1 year of Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio, Monday through Friday, 2 to 4 on the West Side.
Now, I'm convinced that if not for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, we'd be making a way bigger deal about that Tyreek Hill wants to be a porn star after his career. Yeah. There's so many other stories that are hot in the NFL, yet everything seems to be going back to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. And I don't hate it. I said if you hate it, maybe you need a hug because it's a feel-good story. I know, Spot, you think it's all fake, which makes me want to strangle you.
Are you sticking with that?
My theory is it could be.
Fake for what? The
Anything is
mom.
possible.
She's chest bumping Kelsey's mom. You think you introduce someone to mom?
It seems very strategic until, much like the alien who turned out to be cake, until I actually see them holding hands out on a date at a restaurant or at an event together. I believe this is all strategic.
They said she was sitting on his lap and schmoozing when they were with the team at a private restaurant. I don't know,
Until
man.
he gets a T-Swizzle tattoo somewhere or something like that. It's not official.
Well, if you want to laugh right now, there's women are jumping in on this more than anyone. Obviously, the two highest selling shirts online are "I'm in my Kelce era." And women are buying a red T-shirt that says "Go Taylor's BF."
I mean, that's the Taylor Swift effect. We're going to show you the proof. That Spot does have a point. Do I believe that this is true romance? I do.
I want to believe it.
I do, but no, I do. I believe it. But is there a beneficial gain to being with Taylor Swift? Absolutely. I don't think there's any ulterior motives here.
There's
but
a primary gain and a secondary gain. There's so much to gain from dating a powerful woman like Taylor.
She wore New Balance sneakers to Arrowhead last weekend. Women are going crazy trying to find them. Her fans are crazy. So I got to imagine that even though Kelsey's a big star, he's also like, wow, he's taken back. He can't believe. He even said he can't believe how big her fan base is.
He didn't know what that level of popularity was. And he's saying that she was ballsy to go to Arrowhead. He admires her. And he said the most special moment was when she was like chest bumping and hanging with his mom. So if you think that's fake, get your head out of your ass.
No.
No one says, hang up my mom. Listen, we've met the Kelce parents at the Super Bowl. In the documentary, even they talk about how they stayed together, even though they should have got divorced longer, because they did it for the boys, which, isn't necessarily the best advice, but they care so much about their kids. You think after Mama Kelce did everything she could to raise those boys, he's going to be like, Mom, get in on this freaking charade with Taylor Swift?
No. So
real.
I do believe
It's real.
it. But we're going to show you, again, all the benefits of the Taylor Swift effect.
It's crazy.
But two more things. I think we all start to look back and we think about our first loves and that honeymoon phase. It's wonderful. It's nice to see.
Exciting.
You see her cheering on her dude. You're like, man, that's how every relationship should be. Each other's biggest supporter, each other's biggest cheerleader. So that brings you back to the butterfly moments of your relationships, right? And like Micah Parsons said, like we talked about on Fox Sports Radio, Covino and Rich, it reminds not just NFL players, but everybody to shoot deep. Go for the shot. Yeah. Go for your dream girl.
I'm not settle.
I'm not saying you got to be superficial about it.
Are you a pilgrim? You got buckles on your shoes? Are you a settler?
Do I look like a pilgrim?
Come on.
No. So shoot your shot, but go deep like Travis Kelce did. He got the biggest star in the game. But
think about it. Some NFL players, NBA players, baseball players, they're dating these thotties they meet at the club, and all of a sudden they got multiple women pregnant. Zion Williamson, now his reputation is like, dude, what are you doing? You're Zion, and you're fiddling around with different OnlyFans models. Get your shit together.
Shoot deep.
And like Travis Kelce goes after Taylor Swift.
He's the Steph Curry of shooting deep.
He's having a garbage year, and things don't look good for Russell Wilson. But you know what does look good? His relationship with Sierra. They got beautiful kids. It seems like he's happy. And he's with like a woman that matches his fly, as they say.
As we say, game, recognized game. Yeah. These are two very popular people, young love. It's nice.
If you're an athlete, there's two ways you could go. And listen, I'm making the rules. I guess it's my podcast. You go one of two ways. High school or college sweetheart that you trust.
Yeah.
Or shoot deep because you're a star. Don't be having like unprotected weird times with girls that you meet hanging in the hotel lobby. The girls that are at the club trying to get into the players' VIP area. Those women are trouble, and the players should be able to sniff it from a mile away, but they seem to fall for the trap every time. So pull a Kelce, shoot deep. Whether or not you believe that him and Taylor are real, just do it.
And, going for your dream girl has its benefits. Let's pull up that graphic of the latest update.
It's wild.
Of the Taylor Swift effect. It's out of control.
Are you going to put on your readers for this one?
Yeah, you know what? I might have to. But it also proves Spotty's point. I don't believe that this is the case when it comes to Kelce and Taylor Swift. But don't think that people aren't opportunistic and people don't take advantage of what I can get out of this, because Kelce's getting a hell of a lot.
This was a tweet sent out by Front Office Sports. Since Taylor Swift showed up to Sunday's Chiefs-Bear game. 400% spike in Travis Kelce's jersey sales.
That's crazy. Not only for Kelce, not only for the Swifties, but for the NFL, dude. There's a whole new fan base tuning in to see what these dudes are about.
Do you mean hence the I'm in my Kelce era merchandise and these girls that are just like, go Taylor's boyfriend?
Now, this one's wild, too, because, I mean, we have a podcast of our own. We have several shows, Covino and Rich, been doing it a long time. Kelce's podcast ranks #1 overall on Apple now because of the Swifties. #1.
You got to start dating like Selena Gomez or something.
You know what? I just might. I got to shooting deep. Selena, what's up? Anything for Selena.
Guy added almost 500,000 Instagram and social media followers. Women watching this game. Look at all the stats. The viewership was #1.
A 63% jump in female viewers,
Unreal.
age 18 to 49. A 3-time increase in Chiefs searches on the web. A 3-time increase in Chiefs sales on StubHub. Chiefs sold more tickets in a single day since the start of the season. And, you know, it's gone so crazy and so viral that every dude is answering questions to their wife or girlfriend. Like, so wait, they're brothers? Like, yeah, they're brothers. Are they on the same team? No. But they play against each other in the Super Bowl.
That must have been weird.
Yeah, do they play the same position? No. Is the brother married? Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. He seems more like a family guy, but Travis is like a fun guy. I don't know.
Right. But it's gone so overboard now. Women are now trolling their husbands, pretending that Taylor Swift has put Kelce on the map. But in some regard, it is true because a lot of women weren't aware of Kelce.
It's embarrassing because Travis Kelce is a 2-time Super Bowl champion and one of the biggest personalities in the NFL. But even our own pal, Nicole from SiriusXM, tried to troll her husband. And you could see the anger, not only in her husband's face, but when you search this on TikTok and Instagram, so many husbands and boyfriends are like, what the?
Like, you got to be kidding.
Like, you got to be kidding me. Take a look at our friend Nicole trolling Matt, her husband.
It is really cool that, like, Taylor Swift put Travis Kelce on the map, you know?
You're kidding, right?
What?
You're kidding, right?
Well, I mean, no one knew who he was before Taylor.
You're making a joke, right?
No.
He's just aggravated.
What are you talking about? No one knew who Travis Kelce was before Taylor, this whole thing started.
Ask defensive coordinators if they know who he was. Ask the 2 Super Bowl rings he won. Ask the greatest quarterback in the league, Espinosa leader.
Yeah, he's aggravated. Every husband is like
don't even bring this trash into my world right now. He's been a big star. I mean, I remember interviewing him when he was doing Catching Kelce. He was on our show years and years ago. And look at him now. The biggest name in the game. His dating life is big for football. How crazy is that? Courtesy of his game, him shooting deep, and Taylor Swift.
Was that just a junk shot of Travis Kelce's spot? Is that where you go? I mean, and look at that. What were you zoomed in on?
Look at what a beast of Donnie is.
Huh?
You know, Spot doesn't pull up the one where we're sitting there laughing, talking. He pulls up the one where we look like little people next to the dude.
I mean, let's be honest.
Giant.
For perspective, I'm like 6 foot, almost 6'1".
Yeah.
Travis Kelce next to me makes me look like I'm 5'5".
Look at those guns.
I'm 5'11", 5'10" and 3/4, but I'm 5'11" with my height increasing shoes. With my
you're like
my
Taylor
Yeezys.
Swift height.
Yeah. So I'm like his Taylor Swift right there. Maybe I inspired him,
dude. And
I'll take the credit.
Just to prove how she did put him in the spotlight a bit more. Obviously,
I mean,
he
just gave you all the stats.
He has ex-girlfriends and girls from that stupid reality show trying to get their 15 minutes of fame, saying, I dated him and he was a cheater, just so they could get on TMZ, and it's disgusting.
Wackadoodle-doo. Beat it with that.
Disgusting.
Now, it does pose one last question, guys. Or maybe just one little learning lesson from this story, right? Who knows where it goes? I'm rooting for it. I'm not hating, right? Rich has this theory that if you hate on this story, you need a hug. Are you giving them out, by the way? Are you giving out hugs?
Giving them out.
Are we volunteering Spot?
Bro hugs. I'm giving out chest bumps. To me, it's just more about, listen, I get where there's a lot of guys that are like, who gives a shit? I don't care about Taylor Swift.
Let's be real, guys. It is overblown.
It is.
It's over. It's crazy.
But the same way I got a kick out of Shakira dissing Tom Cruise and saying, yeah, not interested, and then hanging out with like Lewis Hamilton, the race car driver. If you like sports and music, how can you not gravitate to this story? If you're a stats guy that's like, I only care about sports, I get it. But to me,
like Dwayne Stats,
it's fun. Who gives? Come on.
Now, based on this, it's a reminder not only to shoot deep, like we said, go for the dream girl, but you got to be with someone who elevates you. So you think about that.
Yeah.
So far, again, it's new. She has elevated Travis Kelce's profile in every way possible. Right? Now, think back to your failed relationships. Slowly but surely, once the romance was gone, once you were past that honeymoon phase, you realized that they weren't adding every way possible. Slowly but surely, they were taking away from your life and vice versa, maybe you to theirs.
Yeah.
In every way possible.
So always,
in the bank account.
Always keep in mind that what is the person you're with doing? Are they taking away from your life, or are they adding and being, or are they a good partner? And I think he sort of struck gold here.
Be with someone who elevates you. That's why Rich hangs with me.
Exactly. As Bill Belichick said, to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Might be the best catch of his life. Around here.
And then he said, dude, even Belichick went to see her live and was blown away. So again, like, she's just hitting it from, I'll say.
And maybe he's hitting it.
In every possible way.
In every possible way. All right. Well, hey, thank you guys for joining us on Overpromised every Wednesday. Thanks to our friends at DraftKings. We get to do a little bonus pod. And don't forget to follow us at Covino Rich. You can watch this podcast anytime on the Fox Sports Radio YouTube page, or listen wherever you get your podcast. Subscribe. We love you. Until next time, arrivederci, baby.
See you in the Overpromised land.
Goodbye.
Later.